Good evening, you guys. It's your boy Bill Mahari here, represent Mahari Nation Sports Podcast. Much love to the entire LDBC and the entire basketball community. I'm just gonna go straight down to it, though, guys. So no, let's get off the jump, okay? So tonight, the Milwaukee Bucks are now trailing 2 games to nothing in their best of seven series against the Miami Heat. Um, I was able to watch the second half of the game, and the Bucks did a good job coming back. They had this game pretty much under control, heading it about to go to overtime until Jimmy Butler took a tough contested fall away jumper from the corner, and then basically Giannis basically came in to try to help them try to block the shot, but committed the foul on the play. And man, people were going nuts on Twitter, like to calling this a ticky tack foul is one of the worst calls that they ever seen in a long time. But let's be real about something here, okay? You know, do I agree that the call was very bad? You bet your bottom dollar I agree with that. But here's the thing: Giannis should have shown better awareness of the situation here. Okay, when I look back at the play, Wesley Matthews had him under control. He did not have to step in, and he did not have to come in and help on that side of the floor. Okay, when you look at the play there, he had him under control. Jimmy Butler was going to take a tough contested fall away jumper with a man in his face. Okay, he didn't need the help in that situation, and he basically out in that corner area there. You don't need to step in and help out. He had him under control. All you had to do was just make him take a tough contested fall away jumper, and if he makes the shot to win the game, hey, tip your hat to him. He just made a tough contested shot. But let me just go back to something here, okay? Right now, the Milwaukee Bucks are not playing with the aggressiveness that is needed to right now. Now, yes, I agree that some of their key guys were in foul trouble, though, that the game was being called close. But last time I checked, good teams are able to adjust to how the game is being officiated. And right now, I just don't see why the Milwaukee Bucks are making the necessary adjustments needed. And it comes down to coaching. Mike Budenholzer continuously does not make key adjustments, during the game. This is a guy that basically led his Atlanta Hawks to 67 regular season victories, and they got swept in the conference finals by by LeBron James. Okay, when he basically was the coach of the Atlanta Hawks. Okay, when he was coaching Atlanta in 2014-15, he won 60 something regular season games and basically lost it got swept by LeBron James and the Cavaliers. Okay, then after that, he comes into Milwaukee in 2018, won 60 regular season games. We're up 2-0 against the Toronto Raptors, and went on to lose four straight because all Nick Nurse had to do was play zone against Giannis and force him to kick out the basketball. And Mike Budenholzer didn't do anything to stop that. Okay, right now the Bucks are having a problem adjusting to Miami's physical, defense right now. And salute to Jimmy Butler there too. Listen, Jimmy Butler stayed with it, even though when he shot 3 of 8 for 13 points, he was still being aggressive. And right now, the Heat right now are in the driver's seat right now. You know what I'm saying? They're playing aggressively right now. They're going after the Milwaukee Bucks at both ends of the floor, and the Bucks are rattled right now. They're and let me say this though too. I pretty much told people that Eric Bledsoe is going to be the Achilles heel of this team, and right now he's really proving my case. He's really been proving my case. Okay, listen, Eric Bledsoe scored all 16 of his points in the first half, and basically disappeared in the second half. Okay, for Chris Middleton too. You know what I'm saying? He had 23 points, but he was pretty much non-existent in the second half. Okay, now Giannis did went through the foul trouble. All right, but he still had 29 points and 14 rebounds. Still an efficient game. But the problem I'm seeing with the Bucks is that they're not playing their starters, 40 plus minutes. He basically allowed his bench, to play the majority of the game, and that's fine, well and dandy. But if they're not producing, unlike George Hill that stepped up, then you're not. Then they're basically, you're not giving your starters a chance to really get out there, if you can get a rhythm on the floor. Giannis should be playing 40 plus minutes in the playoffs right now. They should be unloading the deck. It's not like Giannis is an older player. He's a young player, MVP caliber player in his prime. and you're letting him play 33 minutes a night, and after he only played what in game one, he only played at least 37 minutes. Bro, that's not enough to me. You got to at least let your guys play 40 to 45 minutes a night during the playoffs. All right. He's young and in his prime. Leave him out there. You know what I'm saying? Unless if he's in foul trouble, which I will say he was in foul trouble throughout the majority of the night. So I will say about that. Now again, about the last play, you know, it was bad, yes, but Giannis should have not put himself in that position to begin with. He did not need to step in and contest the fallaway jumper of Jimmy Butler. The game was pretty much the Bucks for the taking. They had this game. They had the momentum heading, and they were ready to go to overtime to seize the momentum of the game. And basically, Giannis let the Miami Heat off the hook. And now they're facing their toughest challenge of the season, trailing 2 games to nothing against a very good Miami Heat team that has proven that they're playing efficiently there. Goran Dragic has been playing magnificent. Jimmy Butler stepped up at both ends of the floor. You know what I mean? And they're really taking it to the Milwaukee Bucks right now. You know what I'm saying? And if the Bucks lose this series, I'm telling you, it's the end of the line for Giannis. All right, there's no way he's coming back to Milwaukee because this is a team that is built to win now. They are built to win a championship right here, right now with the roster that you have. And if they lose in the second round, it's over. There's no way that Giannis is coming back to Milwaukee. I'm sorry to say, people, and I'm sorry to the general Semi Sports TV because he's a huge Milwaukee Bucks fan, but even he would agree with me on that assessment. But the thing is, bro, the Bucks got to play smart. They had to let the starters stay out on the floor a lot, and they had to adjust their sets. Okay, they had to adjust to the physicality of what Miami's doing to them. They got to find a way to slow down Jimmy Butler. Put Giannis on Jimmy Butler at the start of the game and not let him go off. All right, adjust to the pick and roll sets, and can you please force Goran Dragic to his right? I feels like every single time I watch Goran Dragic play, they always allow him to go left, and he's scoring on them. All right, force him to go right and make him make shots off his right hand. It's I don't know what else to tell you, man. But that's just pretty much my thoughts on the whole situation. I'm gonna go to bed right now, but I'm gonna have more of an in-depth analysis of the game tomorrow. But one last thing, one last thing. Everybody wants to talk about the foul calls and how the game was kind of one officiated one side or whatever. But let's keep it to the task here as I pulled us up the stats of the game real quick. As I pulled them up, just give me 1 second. Do this real quick. Okay, there's the game, and then the stats here. Okay, now remember, you talk about the foul calls, but let's be real here. Miami had 32 free throw attempts, while the Bucks had 39 free throw attempts. The Heat were 25 of 32. The Bucks were 33 of 39 from the foul line. Okay, now the Bucks did out rebound, the Heat. Okay, but the Heat had at least 8 more assists than the Bucks. All right, they basically forced more turnovers. They forced 14 turnovers on the Milwaukee Bucks. All right, and they basically you know they were much more aggressive than the Milwaukee Bucks late down early on in the game, and literally had to force the Bucks to come from behind throughout the whole game. All right, that, mentally it takes its toll on you down the line. That always have to constantly come in, always have to constantly coming back from large deficits. And for Game 3, the Bucks have to get out to a better start. If they don't get out to a better start in Game 3, I'm afraid that Miami's going to take another game from this series, guys. So that's just how I feel about this whole situation, man. But I'm going to go to bed right now, man. But tell me what y'all think in the comment section. I'm going to do more of an in-depth analysis video tomorrow afternoon. All right, y'all. Have a good night. Peace.